So I already know that 6-7 meme is freaking everywhere, especially one of my family member, and I am just feel disgusted right now. But I didn't even know that the fact that Home Alone, the movie that came out 35 years ago, did a 6-7 reference. Well, this movie came way before that freaking 6-7 kid saying that term, and I freaking hate that meme so much, and I wish that meme don't even exist in my book. But after I heard what the comments said in my Troll Bandicam Fantas 1 Cringe-a-thon, I did not know that the fact that one of the most iconic movie that ever existed on Christmas media did a 6-7 reference. What kind of society we're living in, huh?
I don't know what this is.
Look who's under the mistletoe!
Well, really it's some old parsley I found in the dumpster, but oh!
Hello, everybody. My name is NH Studio Lounge Show, and welcome to the magical world of this wonderful time of the year. I already know some people think that 2025 is even worse than 2020, which I'm not going way too far because at least I have a good 2025, and I'll tell you my thought on 2025 at the end of the year, like usual. Anyway, guys, so due to Christmas month is now begun, now it's time to do a best way to start this month by reviewing some Christmas movie, boy. Anyway, guys, so tonight, I'm about to do a movie review on this NH Studio Lounge Christmas movie event, which is none other than Home Alone. Came out the year of 1990s, came out 35 years ago. Anyway, enough further ado, let's get the shenanigans started, shall we? It's booby trap time. Woohoo! Anyway, guys, so I'm probably you guys remember of the good old Home Alone franchise, huh? Because the first and the second film, that's the only Home Alone movie I'm gonna stick to for the rest of my life. But Home Alone 3 and 4 and 5 and Home Sweet Home Alone sucks as a heinous, and I have nothing to say about it, so let's move on. So, due to this movie came out in the local movie theater worldwide, this film got mixed review for the 66%, and of course, this film got the audience score for the 80%, which that's pretty cool. And of course, IMDb, they give this film a 7.7 out of 10. And of course, this film got 63 on Megascore. I can handle the opinion, but for me, I'll tell you my opinion on this film here in a couple minutes. And of course, Home Alone 1990s was a massive box office hit, not a flop. It was the second highest grossing film of the 1990s worldwide behind with Ghost. It was on a domestic gross over of 285 million and a worldwide gross of over 476 million. So domestically gross this film made is 285 million, and for worldwide gross over total for $476 million, which that is a lot of money, and that is the second highest grossing film of 1990s. And of course, this film got a reward. This film got an Academy Award for Best Original Song, and of course, Best Original Score. From the iconic score, they give us the Indiana Jones theme, E.T. theme, maybe Jaws theme, a Star Wars theme, which is the legendary himself, John Williams. And of course, I probably you guys heard about the rumor that the fact that the actor from the Home Alone movie that he played as Kevin, he was open to do a Home Alone sequel and share his idea about Kevin face off at agenting his son to get into the lock house. Okay, how on earth are you going to do a Home Alone sequel, dude? Because that Home Alone house from the iconic house that you guys remember of the Home Alone movie? Yeah, they got it got the ugliest upgrade house I ever seen. And the fact is, my house will always be better than that freaking new Home Alone house that people bought. And of course, they just ruined it. Yeah, it's for the best that it's for the best that you could just leave that Home Alone house alone instead of having your like selfish people go in there and completely upgrade it. I'm very sorry I called them selfish, but they are really selfish. Like telling them to upgrade the Home Alone house and made it as a model house. I swear to God, if they add some AI stuff, yeah, part of this generation is going to be all about AI, and just because I'm using Google AI for my characters, that doesn't mean I'm going to be using that for the rest of my life. Like, come on, I could use both actually. So that's proves my point. So yeah, I don't think the Home Alone sequel is going to work. The same way I don't think Wreck-It Ralph 3 is going to happen because you have the original director who made the Wreck-It Ralph film, completely left from Disney and working for John Lasseter for Skydance for the original film, along with Luck and Spielberg. But doing two Wreck-It Ralph 3 won't be happening. I don't think the Home Alone sequel is going to be happening. Like, how on earth you going to do a Home Alone sequel? So that's all I'm saying. Honestly, I'm not hating on this idea. This idea is excellent, and I do like the actor of Kevin. He's awesome. But to be honest, and as a result, I don't think the Home Alone sequel is going to work, dude. So, sorry to crush your dream, but I don't think the sequel is going to work. I'm sorry, dude. And of course, this film got a reunion. I'm a huge fan of seeing Kaz, a union, it's pretty hard to say this word, like, come together. You know what? Let's call come together. So honestly, I'm a huge fan by seeing some actor from The Godfather, Die Hard, and even some actor. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of seeing celebrity like Fran, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and even Home Alone united together and come together and spend time with the family and the friends, which that is really awesome. So yeah, that's your Home Alone comeback, and that is a great comeback. Instead of giving us a sequel, how about you do that? And I hope Indiana Jones would definitely take note. Wait, look at this picture, dude. Look at this picture. That is the loveliest picture I ever seen since the scene of the Home Alone when Kevin's mom hugging Kevin, which that scene was the most iconic scene I ever seen for a Christmas movie, and that scene will always be my favorite. So yeah, but not in the creepiest way impossible. So that's proves my point. So yeah, I am so glad. I'm so glad at the fact that this actor from Kevin have a walk of fame. Like all these years, he have a walk of fame, which that is really awesome. And I hope in my imagination, I hope I could get one in my imagination, or else I will be proud for myself. So yeah, I'm just going to give a long applause to Kevin actor that he got his own Hollywood Walk of Fame. So great job, Kevin. Great job indeed. All that shenanigan, all that booby trap that you created, you deserve the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So what do I think about the Home Alone movie that came out in 35 years ago? Does this movie age well after 35 years? Most definitely. This film is the most iconic Christmas film out there. And this has got to be one of my second favorite Christmas film behind what The Horrible. Even I think The Horrible is 1,000 times better Christmas film than Home Alone. But this film is in a close second because I might do my top 5 best Christmas movie of all time. But I might have to post it on my video form along with the video style, but not have me saying something because if I make those video of me talk about some movie in my top 10, that would be a lot of work. So I'm just gonna use my unscripted way. So if you guys don't like it, I recommend you accept the deal with this. My YouTube channel, I can do whatever I want, but not in the selfish way because you can't be selfish anymore. So yeah, I do not have any flaws about this movie. I only know this film was very mean-spirited. Like, come on, folks. Every film has a mean-spirited tone. Like Frozen 2, Thunderbolt, Fantastic Four First Step. All of the film that came out in our generation has a mean-spirited tone. But you guys didn't complain about that. But yeah, you have a complaint about Kevin's family treating Kevin like garbage. And of course, you have Kate, which is telling Kevin to get in his room, which is upstairs in the basement. So, yeah, the same room that he have to share the room with his brother. And And yeah, I used to have a room to share with my brother, and even I love my brother, but yeah, I don't want that again. So that's why I'm sweeping upstairs, and that's why my Chris sweeping downstairs, because I just don't fancy having people, sweep with me in my bedroom. So that would be, I can't say, YouTube. So yeah, let's get some positive I have for this movie. Like, the story is the most iconic story out there. Like, we have never seen a movie about a kid, sets a booby trap, and of course you see all the two villain was getting hurt of these booby trap, which that is pretty genius. And no wonder Chris Stuckman Eyes have this film as his favorite Christmas movie, because he know about this iconic scene actually. So yeah. And of course the second one, they have the iconic line say, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year." Yeah, I might talk about Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, which that film was an underrated gem, and I did not care what the critics said. In my opinion. Because I think the critic on that film just take that film way too seriously. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, so yeah, the character in this movie is absolutely iconic. Like, Kevin himself, which is my favorite character in this movie because he's so awesome. He's a cake butt. And of course, his genius idea for a booby trap, which that is pretty genius. Like, the ornament one, the race car one. And yeah, and of course, you got the iconic Kevin line said, are you ready to give up, or are you thirsty some more? Yeah, that would be me. Dude, I'm not trying to say it as a cyberboy way, but let's treat it as a comedy way. Let's pretend I do that to Alex and Dan Sobel, but for comedy purposes. For comedy purposes, not in the cyberboy way. That's fine if you want to do that, but just make sure you don't want to be very offensive to these jokes. One with the 9/11 jokes. Anyway, so yeah. And the villain in this movie is absolutely iconic as ever. Like, Haley is very amazing in this film, which he's a very funny dude. And of course, one of my favorite one, which Netta and Mav. Yeah, Mav is very funny in this movie. And of course, those two have audacity to say that 6'7" meme. Oh my god, man. What is up with all generation every time you mention 6'7"? And of course, you got your freaking 6'7" kid saying that 6'7". Oh my god, man. If I hear that 6'7" meme one more time, I'm just gonna say, it's time to push the button to restart this universe. Yeah, that would be me if someone say that 6'7" meme. Otherwise, I would be like, the time is over. Time to push this button to restart this universe. Yeah, I wish I have the button to do that, which if I restart this war, yeah, my life will be ruined if I do that. Let's not do that crap. Anyway, and of course you got Kevin's parent, like Kate. Yeah, Kate is my second favorite character in this movie because she's a very awesome mom. Which I already know in the first half she was very mean-spirited to Kevin by sending him into his room because of what happened in the pizza night. When they say that 6'7", oh my god. If I hear that 6'7" me one more time, I'm just gonna lose myself in this humanity. And of course, Peter. Yeah, I gotta say, rest in peace to that actor, man, because he sadly passed away in 2017, which, dude, this is the main reason why I don't think the Home Alone sequel is gonna work, because you have the actor that he's a voice, that he performed as Kevin's father, and yes, he sadly passed away on July 21st, 2017. And of course, John Candy, this actor passed away at 1994. So yeah, the actor that he was in Uncle Buck and Cool Running, yeah, that's the same actor. Yeah, he sadly passed away in 1994. So yeah, and of course, it's pretty sad that those two legendary actors have to die like that. Which, rest in peace. Rest in peace to his soul, man. Rest in peace. Oh, wait a second. So, is that the same actor that he won for Best Supporting Actor? Let me see. Yes, it is. I did not know that. Well, great job, man. Great job indeed. You won for Best Supporting Actor for A Will Payne. I'm gonna check that film out for reward season. I ain't checking that film out starring Zoe Zoston. Oh my god, her name is really dumb complicated. I don't understand why. It's from the actress that she was in the Avatar film, which I'm very excited for Fire Nash, but I ain't watching that movie when they have the Spanish word, which I'm not a huge fan of watching that. So anyway, let's get back to the topic. Yeah. And the cinematography is very beautiful. One of the best looking Christmas film before Love Actually and The Horrible. Because before The Horrible, Home Alone was used to be one of my favorite Christmas movie out there. But not until that, you know what, forced me to put Die Hard as my favorite Christmas film. And I will never forget that he did that, because that was really stupid that he did that. So, yeah. So that's why I decided not to call Die Hard a Christmas movie, because a lot of people say that film is not a Christmas movie. So I kind of might have to agree with By Critic Guy, but I know he took it way too far, but I do not give a such. And of course, one of the best aspect about this movie, what's that in the booby trap scene? Yep, the booby trap scene. That's the only scene that you guys are getting really entertained. So yeah, and of course the climax in this movie is absolutely amazing. Like, the climax in this movie is really insane. Like, there was a scene when Haley was almost trying to bite Kevin's finger, which, oh my god, in a PG movie. But not until the old man saved the day and they completely saved Kevin, which, great job for the old man. And of course the scene when the old man hugging Kevin, which, oh my goodness, that scene always get to me, and no wonder George from Seinfeld was really upset with that scene, but in an emotional way impossible. And yes, Seinfeld did it. Home Alone was referenced in Seinfeld. Yeah. And I'm very surprised that Sony Jesus got a permission from Disney. 20th Century Studio. Well, 20th Century Studio, originally called 20th Century Fox, but I'm just going to say 20th Century Studio, because every time I say that word, kind of remember me I'm saying the F-bomb, so I got to keep it PG. So, yeah, I was originally going to say 20th Century FOX, but I just want to say 20th Century Studio, because that's a lot more easier than calling FOX. I was just saying. No disrespect. But anyway, so the scene when the old man was telling Kevin about his history, which, oh my goodness, that is really sad, man. No wonder George from Seinfeld really got upset with that scene, along with the old man hugging Kevin. So, yeah. And of course, the acting in this movie is absolutely iconic, which I only know I'm calling everything iconic. Like, dude, that's the truth. This film is iconic, so that is why this film deserved to be iconic. And of course, the score in this movie, once again, is iconic. Like, the score of this movie is absolutely immaculate, absolutely amazing, spectacular. But I think my favorite one, which note in the thing go, do 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 do. Yeah, that Home Alone theme. Always, honestly, you already know this film is going to be a masterpiece when you hear that Home Alone theme. Yeah, folks. So, yeah. And yeah, I do really got emotion when the old man's hugging Kevin, and no wonder George from Seinfeld really liked that scene, but in an emotional way impossible. I already know I sound like a broken record by saying that, but yeah. Yeah, I already know I sound like a broken record, but just deal with this. Part of my special needs. There's nothing you can do about it. So overall, guys, Home Alone 1990s is the most iconic Christmas film out there, along with The Holdover, Love Actually, The Polar Express, and last but not least, How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000. So the story is absolutely iconic, the characters are very lovable, the booby trap is amazing, the humor in this film is absolutely insane, but really funny at the same time. I didn't even know this film did a reference of 6'7", which a part of this film came way before that freaking 6'7" kid completely ruined it, actually. So I'm so glad. No, I was not glad. Honestly, even I feel disgusted that this film have a 6'7", but at least they did not even say it for 1 hour and 43 minutes, or else I'll get annoyed easily. So yeah, I'm gonna give Home Alone 1990s, which is the best movie of 1990s, a 10 out of 10 epic brilliant masterpiece, and this film is my new score. So this film, it deserves a honor doing that iconic director say absolutely cinema. Anyway, guys, so that's my new score. I hope you guys like it. And note, that is my marketing for my Twisted Christmas. So, guys, just deal with my Google AI, okay? Which AI that you rather prefer? My AI or that AI about Anna saying some F-bomb? And, of course, you see Nick Wilde being pregnant. And no wonder Party Pro President, was traumatized by seeing that scene. And, yeah, you're going to be seeing that again on my Friday on my AI Cringe-a-thon. And, kids, stay away from that or else your parents gonna get you in trouble. Yeah, if I get in trouble, I'm gonna blame on you kids because I gave you guys warning. Have you not even read my warning on my description box on my Cringe-a-thon? That's what I thought. Anyway, guys, so that was my movie review on Home Alone 1990. So tell me about your opinion on this iconic film on the comments section below. Honestly, guys, do you think it's a good movie or do you think it's the most overrated film out there, or do you flat out hate this film? Like, if you hate this film, I can hear your opinion, but please don't say that the purpose why I hate this movie is because this movie is mean spirit. Oh, well, you're gonna be like Troll Banner Fantas 1, and I don't want you guys to be like him, okay? That's stupid. No offense. So anyway, type in the comments section which is your favorite scene of this movie, which is your favorite score of this movie, which is your favorite character in this movie, and what is your most funniest moment in this film. I think the funniest moment of this film, watching that in Kevin turn on the television, and of course you see the character in the television was scaring the heck out of the pizza delivery, and dude, that would be me doing that to Amanda. That would be funny. DVD, folks. Anyway, guys, so if I take YouTuber way to the extreme, like, come on, it's for the joke, man. Like, quote by the Joker from The Dark Knight said, like, sure. Anyway, guys, so if you enjoyed this Christmas magical review, if you want to see more of this magical Christmas review, like always, please, I recommend you gentlemen and ladies, you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and share the video with your whole family. But if you don't enjoy the video, do not mess with Kevin, or else Kevin will send some booby trap and tip you guys down. Not just kidding. Anyway, guys, so yeah, don't get Penny in a bunch. Yeah, just don't get Penny in a bunch. I was just saying as a comedy, so don't get your pork out of me. Anyway, guys, so this is NH Studio Lounge signing off, and yadios, and you gentlemen and ladies, have a great magical world of Christmas, and now you excuse me, I'm just gonna do my iconic Home Alone. Christmas.
And join the celebration all across this wonderful land. Have a ringling, jingling, kringling Christmas. Ringling, have a hop along, sing along, happy holiday. Ho, 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 ho. And when the snow starts drifting, we'll hoist a hearty cheer for the rootinest, tootinest, highfalutinest favorite